Guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out Portia Simone. Portia was one of the first ones to send me this crazy story, and it's coming out of our second favorite state, trifling ass Texas. Texas has been out the damn chain lately. I don't know what the hell's going on in Texas, but we're about to go ahead and get to this story. So if you guys have not heard, there's a 31-year-old woman named Rachel Poole. Rachel Poole was at home. She's 9 months pregnant, and she was FaceTiming her husband, who's a soldier who's deployed. I believe he's in Iraq or Afghanistan. I'm not sure, but he's deployed. They were sitting at home, having a conversation, talking on FaceTime, when out of the shadows, a young man pops up out the blue. He's a 19-year-old soldier. His name is Corey Bernard Moss. He came out of the shadows and starts attacking Rachel. He starts beating her up and stabbing her. And she's screaming to her husband that Corey's attacking her. The husband is watching all this on FaceTime. It's just horrible. I can only imagine what he's going through because he can't reach through the computer and help his wife. He ends up calling the police. Corey ends up running out. And now this woman is in critical condition fighting for her life. Her baby is okay, so the baby wasn't hurt in this attack, but she may pass away. So this whole situation is really sad. I've heard that recently the Army flew him, so he's now with his wife while she's in critical condition. Everybody's trying to sort out what's going on.
El Paso PD says this Fort Bliss soldier, 19-year-old Corey Bernard Moss, came to this home Wednesday night to confront 31-year-old Rachel Poole, who's 9 months pregnant, about money he owed her. Police say Poole wasn't home, so Moss broke in through her back door and waited for her to come home. Poole walked into the kitchen and started FaceTiming on the phone with her husband, a soldier who neighbors tell me is currently deployed overseas. Police say that's when Moss attacked her from behind with a knife. Poole immediately recognized her attacker and began screaming his name to her husband over the phone, who police say could hear everything that was happening. Police say Moss continued to beat and stab her until he finally fled the scene and returned to Fort Bliss. Poole was able to call 911, and when officers arrived, she told them her attacker's name. Moss was later found with the knife, arrested, and reportedly admitted to the entire attack. Poole suffered several stab wounds and bone fractures and was last listed in critical condition in need of surgery, though police say her baby is in good condition. Investigators were still on scene today, bringing out bags of evidence from the home, and Poole's husband had a steady flow of support from friends on his Facebook page. He made several posts, including one asking which hospital his wife was at, and another with a picture of his wife's attacker, asking the public to help police find him. Police charged Moss with criminal attempted murder and booked him into the El Paso County Jail on a bond of $60,000.
There's a lot of rumors going on the blogs that, she's probably sleeping with this young boy. Why would this young boy just attack her out the blue? That aside, I think what also bothers me with this story is the fact that his bail is $60,000. I think that's bullshit. What he did was attempted murder. This woman is hanging on for dear life. Her baby could have easily been killed. I don't think a $60,000 bond is just. He needs to be sitting in there. He should not be allowed to even bond out behind this whole situation. This attack was unnecessary. So for all y'all talking about that you guys feel like she was sleeping with this little boy, we hear a lot of crazy stories here on my channel, so I can't put anything past anyone. But from everything I've researched, from what I know, they're saying that the reason why this young man was mad is because while the husband was deployed, the young man was like a family friend. They allowed him to use the husband's truck to go to work and, do whatever he needed to do. And supposedly this young man crashed the truck. He damaged the truck, and he was supposed to bring them money to pay to get the truck fixed. And instead of bringing them the money to pay to get the truck fixed, he decides to attack her. He gets mad that she's asking about the money. So I'm not saying that they couldn't have been having an affair. I'm not saying that they couldn't have been, doing their thing because, we live in a day and age where stuff happens. But what I can say is this. I've been in situations like this where you look out for somebody, you borrow them money, you give them clothes, you do certain things for them, and then when you go to collect, it's almost like you're the bad guy. It's almost like, how dare you ask for your money? I don't know what's going on with today's society, but people are ratchet. People will attack you when you come to ask for your money back. I can't be shocked by this story because I've been through it. I haven't been attacked like that, but I've borrowed people money. I've loaned people clothes. And then literally when I'm like, okay, can I get my money back? It's been 4 or 5 months, you've had plenty of time to get my money back. You're going shopping, you're posting pictures on Instagram, you're doing this and that every time you get paid, but yet and still you haven't paid me back. And people act like you're inconveniencing them, or like you did something to them, or they're talking to you crazy, or they're going off, or they're getting mad like, why are you bothering me? Why are you sweating me? Excuse me? I'm sweating you, but you owe me money? People are ratchet. And I wouldn't put it past this young man to be upset because she kept asking for their money, and instead of paying them back, he just snapped and decided to whoop her ass and stab her because she wanted her money back. It's to the point where people do this nowadays. They will get mad at you for asking for your clothes back, for asking for your money back. That's why it's to the point now where I just feel like you can't help certain people. Certain people, you just got to let them stew in their own misery. If they're going through hard times, sometimes you got to just be like, oh, well. Because there's a lot of folks out here who just refuse to pay people back. They refuse to take personal responsibility. And when you do go and help them out, they want to go off on you like you did something wrong. So I've been in this situation where I've had people go off on me for asking about my money. One person was like, well, you have a job. What the hell does that mean? I had a job when you asked to borrow the damn money. People are just ratchet, and I feel so bad for this woman. This mother may lose his child. This husband may lose his wife. And not because what? Because they try to help another human being out who couldn't take personal responsibility for damaging their vehicle. They let you use their vehicle. You damage it. Now you mad because they asking you to fix it? This is the world that we live in, people. Self-entitlement, no personal responsibility. Folks would rather attack you than look inward and take ownership for their bullshit. This is just sad. Nothing more, nothing less. Anyways, go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the entire situation. Do you feel like the wife was creeping with this little boy? Or do you feel like the little boy's just ratchet who didn't want to pay back the money, so he thought it was better if he just attacked and killed this woman? That way he wouldn't have to pay to get the truck fixed or give them money to get the truck fixed. And also, have you ever been in a situation where you loaned somebody something, or you borrowed somebody, money and stuff like that, and then they turn around and get mad at you for asking for your money back, or they turn around and get mad at you for you asking them to fix something that they broke? Go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the entire story. All right. Deuces.